somebody else has imposed it upon me, but because there's something in me that wants to then stay with that. In The Future of All Life, Edward Wilson talks about that. He says the solution to our Earth's problem begins with ethics, and he calls moral reasoning the glue the vital glue of society. And I got to think about it. Those ethics, those codes of conduct that I choose for myself, I got to stick with them to be part of the solution. Because if I just start emptying my pockets anywhere and throwing things around, I continue to be part of the problem. He goes a little further, this Edward Wilson. He talks about the solution for our world and its problems. He says that the solution is for us to turn away from claims of inherent moral superiority based on political ideology and religious dogma. Now, why I love that quote so much is because, this topic, our ecology, it's polarizing. It is so polarizing, people in different camps about it, And from time to time, I get confronted by people with very fierce, unyielding opinions. Send me emails, drop off books, letters, or they talk to me telling me exactly what is the right way for me to be thinking, what this church should stand for, what we should be doing, and if we were a spiritual center, then this and this and this. And I've noticed that all of that lecturing, the effect it has on me is that I just shut down completely, even if I agree with them. I just don't want to be part of it. So I'm learning from that author's quote, step away from claims of superiority. And I'm learning for me what that means is to turn away in my thinking from the kind of opinions that divide us. And it also means for me to not get stuck in my position. And it also means for me to accept that my position about the environment may not be universally accepted, and to find peace with that. And it also means for me to find the willingness to stop thinking in terms of enemy images when I think about people who don't agree with me. Because like I said, environmentalism, a topic to divide people. You get the environment first people, or the people first people. Very much like the pro-life and pro-choice decision. And there we have people pushing each other away from the center towards opposite extremes, overshadowing the possibility that there may be many, many, many pathways as each person takes their own right step based on their own internal sense of integrity and urge to do the right thing. Besides, for me, let me keep my attention on improving my own recycling scorecard at home. And let that be how I step into wholeness. I always try this, I want you to do it first, and then I'll do it. You recycle first, and then I'll do it. It can't be the way. It's like saying, you be nice first, and then I will. You be like, no, let me start. In the Bhagavad Gita, one of my most favorite spiritual texts, Krishna is asked, which kind of people are the ones that you love the best? And Krishna says, well, they are very dear and near to me, who harbor no malice or ill will to any beings, and who are the friends and lovers of all nature. Would that happened in every religion. The friends and lovers of all nature closest to God. Fortunately, there has been an increase of good news in faith traditions around the world, as there appears to be this growing prominence around respect for the environment, which is very encouraging because the tradition that we have inherited in the West has been one of control and dominate nature and use it, because this isn't your home anyway. You're going somewhere better. Well, it's changing. That kind of thinking is changing. And the new thought that is emerging is one of the holiness of the earth. The return to the idea that everything is Spirit's handiwork. And as a result, deserving of reverence and holiness in thought. It's a different kind of thinking that's emerging, one that looks at how we all come from one stuff, God stuff, if you will, all having our roots in the same building block. And it's causing us to sense our unity with all life and to sense our interdependence and our closeness with all that is. And my thought is, as this kind of thinking becomes more spread through the world, I believe it will allow all people, wherever they are on the planet, to see this world of ours just as the first astronauts saw it. A little sphere with a razor-thin coat of life, too fragile, far too fragile to survive careless tampering. Just like a film that covers an egg. And out of that, a vision or a sense of profound respect for the life that is in that sphere. From the Orthodox Christian Church, Patriarch Bartholomew wrote these words. For humans to cause species to become extinct and to destroy the biological diversity of God's creation, for humans to degrade the integrity of the earth by causing changes in its climate, by stripping the earth of its natural forests or destroying its wetlands, for humans to contaminate the earth's waters, its lands, its air, and its life with poisonous substances, these are sins. Now, we don't speak so much in terms of sins in this faith tradition, but you get the idea. I mean, we do speak in terms of being out of step with integrity.